Stop hiding the pain, a simple fix for heavy swollen legs. Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Davis, and today I want to talk about something a lot of people over 60 deal with, that feeling of heavy swollen and achy legs. It's more than just a physical symptom. It can really affect our quality of life and our peace of mind. For years, I've seen patients suffer in silence, accepting this discomfort as just part of getting old. But that doesn't have to be the case. There are effective natural solutions you can use right at home. I recently came across a simple method that has delivered amazing results, and it's something you probably have in your pantry: rosemary oil. Don't let achy legs hold you back anymore. Stay tuned to learn how this simple remedy can make a huge difference. If you're ready to take control of your health and live your best life in your golden years, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right now. Let's start this journey together. Tired, swollen legs, a forgotten secret from the past. I want to start with a very personal question. Can you be honest with me? Have you ever had this feeling? You wake up in the morning and your legs feel incredibly heavy, like someone has tied 2 blocks of concrete to them. Every step feels difficult and weighed down. And at night, sudden aches and cramps come out of nowhere, ruining your precious sleep. Throughout my career, I have heard these stories countless times. I've met hundreds of patients, most in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, who have quietly lived with these feelings. They often tell me in a resigned voice, "Doctor, I guess I just have to live with it." They believe that tired, heavy, and achy legs are the unavoidable cost of old age, an inevitable part of growing older. But today I want you to push that thought aside. I want to share a small secret with you, a secret that has been forgotten in the modern world of medicine, expensive doctor's appointments, and complicated machines. This secret is found right inside a small bottle of oil, something you might already have in your kitchen. This is rosemary oil. Sounds simple, right? We often think of rosemary as a fantastic spice for chicken, or a distinct aroma in a roast. But few people know that for hundreds of years, ancient Greeks and Romans used this oil as a miracle cure for tired legs after long walks. They didn't have modern labs or complex studies, but they trusted their intuition and experience. And now modern science has proven them right. I want you to imagine something with me. Our circulatory system is like a complex network of pipes. When we're young, these pipes are clean and clear, and our heart is like a powerful pump pushing blood to every corner of our body. But over time, these pipes can become narrower and stiffer, and that pump doesn't work as powerfully as it once did. This is especially true for the blood vessels in our legs, the areas furthest from the heart, where blood has to fight gravity to get back up. That's why our legs start to feel heavy. Blood can't circulate effectively oxygen, and nutrients aren't delivered properly, and metabolic waste gets backed up. The feeling of heaviness and swelling is a direct result of this, and this is where rosemary oil works its magic. In a paper from the Experimental and Therapeutic Medicine Journal, scientists showed that compounds in rosemary oil, especially rosmarinic acid, can stimulate peripheral blood flow. Basically, when you massage this oil onto your legs, it sends a gentle reminder to your small blood vessels, helping them to dilate and work again. You can feel it immediately. After massaging it, a warm, soothing sensation will spread throughout your calves and thighs. That's not just a physical feeling. It's a sign that the flow of life is being awakened, and your cells are receiving the oxygen and nutrients they have been craving for so long. One of my patients, a retired teacher named Sarah, 72, once told me, "Doctor, I was used to living life slowly. Every morning I had to tell myself, 'Come on, Sarah, you can do it.' But ever since I started using rosemary oil, it feels like my legs have been switched on again. The sense of relief is so different. It's like I've found myself again." Sarah's story is not unique. It's the story of thousands of people who have regained comfort and freedom with every step. Our legs have carried us through so many ups and downs, but at some point we started to neglect them. A journey, not a race. The power of patience. You know, throughout our lives, we're taught so many things. We learn how to solve complex math problems, how to deal with work challenges, and how to raise our children. But there's one lesson we might have forgotten: how to listen and be patient with our own bodies. The biggest changes in our lives rarely come from grand events or instant miracles. They usually start with small, simple habits repeated consistently and patiently. Taking care of your legs is no different. I won't promise that after just one massage with rosemary oil, all your problems will disappear. That's not realistic, and I won't lie to you about that. This is a journey, not a race. I once had a patient named Thomas, a former sailor. He was a master at fixing everything on his boat, from complex gears to frayed ropes. But he was incredibly impatient with his own body. When I suggested he massage his legs every night, he nodded, but his eyes were full of doubt. He told me, "Doc, I'm a man of action. If there's a pill that can fix it, I'll take it. Massaging just takes too much time." A week later, he came back and said, "Doc, I tried it, but I didn't see any miracles. My legs are still heavy and sore. I don't think this works." I smiled and asked him a very simple question. "Thomas, how long have you been taking care of these legs? Or more accurately, how long have you been neglecting them?" He was silent for a moment, his gaze distant, and then he answered, "Probably over 10 years, Doc. Ever since I retired, I haven't moved around much. I just sit and watch TV or read, and my legs just went downhill." I said, "Then why do you expect everything to go back to normal in just a few days? Give your body more time. See this not as a chore you have to complete, but as a ritual." Thomas took my advice. He started to see his 5-minute nightly massage as his own private quiet time. He'd put on some soft music, make a cup of hot tea, sit down, and start massaging his legs. Gradually, it no longer felt like a chore, but something he looked forward to at the end of a long day. Just 1 month later, Thomas came back with a radiant smile. He said the best part wasn't that his legs hurt less, but that he had created a new habit, a habit that changed how he saw life. He had learned to listen to his body. It was a quiet time, just him and his legs. He learned to recognize when they needed a gentler touch or when they needed a slightly firmer massage. He had truly reconnected with his own body. This is the core of what I want to share with you: persistence. Make using rosemary oil an essential part of your day, just like having a morning cup of coffee or reading a book before bed. Try to start with just 1 week. After 7 days, I believe you'll feel a difference. Your legs will feel less heavy in the morning, your sleep will be deeper, and you might be surprised to find yourself walking with more stability and confidence. But more important than those initial results is the ability to listen to your body. On some days, you might just need a gentle massage. On other days, when you feel more stressed or tired, you can take a little extra time. Let your body lead the way, and you'll find that it is the best teacher. It's always telling you what it needs. Sometimes we're just too busy to listen. So what about you? Are you ready to take 5 minutes each day for yourself to start an honest conversation with your legs? The wisdom of caring for your body. You know, in my years as a doctor, I've come to a profound realization, a truth that we as older adults often forget. We tend to only pay attention to our bodies when they speak up, when they're in so much pain that we can no longer ignore it. We look for quick fixes for immediate relief, but we forget something much more important: to take care of our bodies before they have to cry out, to nurture them with daily care and gratitude. Massaging your legs with rosemary oil, in a way, is more than just a physical treatment. It's an act of care, of deep gratitude. It's a silent and sincere apology to the legs that have worked so hard for decades. Take a moment to reflect with me. Close your eyes and think about your legs. They have walked so many paths, from the leaf-covered trails of your childhood to the hard concrete streets of your youth to the familiar paths of your daily life. They have carried you to moments of happiness, to times of difficulty to your workplace, and to where you meet your loved ones. They have taken you through your whole life, supporting you and keeping you steady. But at some point when they begin to tire, we start to see our legs as a burden. We complain about the fatigue, the swelling, and the aches. We forget that they are still trying their best to support us every single day. We forget their silent efforts and only focus on the discomfort they bring. When you take a few minutes each night to massage your legs, you're not just rubbing muscles. It's a moment when you send a heartfelt message to your body: I see you. I'm grateful for what you've done for me, and I'm going to take care of you. This simple action is the loving response your body has been waiting for, and the aroma of the rosemary oil with its fresh, warm, and herbal scent can do more than you think. This scent has been shown to reduce stress and create a sense of peace. It helps your mind calm down, allowing you to let go of the worries and endless thoughts of a long day. In that moment, the outside world seems to stop, and all that's left is you, your breath, and the warm sensation from your hands. It's a therapy for both your body and mind, helping you find balance and peace from within. Another patient of mine, Clara, an 80-year-old woman who has been through many ups and downs in life, once told me that her nightly leg massage has become her meditation time. She doesn't need to sit still or chant. She just feels every movement, every breath, every warm sensation as the rosemary oil soaks into her skin. She said it not only helped her legs feel better and less achy, but also gave her a more peaceful soul, helping her find inner calm. I believe that every one of us, no matter our age, deserves moments like these. Moments to reconnect with ourselves, to feel peaceful, and to love our bodies, no matter how many changes they have been through. Remember, this body is the only home you have. Even as it ages and changes, it deserves to be treasured and cared for. So today, will you take a little time for that precious home? I believe that when you start to give it that attention, your body will respond in ways you never expected. Don't ignore the warning lights. Have you ever heard someone say, or maybe you've thought to yourself, "Oh, my legs are a little swollen. No big deal. I must have been on my feet too long." Or those nighttime cramps, you just rub them a little and go back to sleep. Considering it a normal part of getting old, I get it. We tend to dismiss the small signals our bodies give us. Throughout our lives, we've gotten so used to pushing our bodies to their limits, so used to ignoring their small complaints. But today I want you to look at those symptoms in a different, more serious way, like a good friend trying to warn you. Imagine your car, a car you've had for years. When the check engine light comes on, you wouldn't just ignore it, would you? You know, it's a signal, a warning that something is wrong inside the engine. It might be a small issue, but if you keep driving without fixing it, the consequences will be much bigger. Our legs are the same. That heavy feeling or sudden cramps are your body's warning lights. They aren't a normal part of getting old. They are signals trying to tell you that your circulatory and fluid systems are malfunctioning. I cannot emphasize this enough. Poor circulation and fluid buildup are not normal at any age. It's a health issue that needs to be addressed, one that if we continue to ignore can have consequences far more serious than the initial discomfort. I have seen cases where this neglect leads to regrettable complications. At first, it's just a little swelling at the end of the day, but over time it can progress to varicose veins, those tangled blue and purple veins that are not only unsightly, but also cause pain and heaviness. More seriously, this condition can lead to skin ulcers, wounds that are difficult to heal, especially on the lower legs, which cause a great deal of trouble and pain in daily life. Consequence we often don't think about, but it's incredibly dangerous: the risk of falling. When your legs are constantly heavy, swollen, and tired, your balance and agility will significantly decrease. Just one misplaced step or one slight stumble can lead to an unwanted outcome, from a simple bruise to a serious injury. I remember a patient of mine named Helen, 78 years old. She always complained about her heavy legs, but thought it was inevitable. One day while walking on her usual sidewalk, she stumbled and broke her wrist. It took her a lot of time and effort to recover, and during that entire time, she regretted not listening to her body sooner. Helen's story is a painful reminder of the consequences of neglect. That's why I really want you to be proactive in taking care of your legs right from the first signs. Don't wait until the problem becomes serious. Rosemary oil doesn't just make you feel better instantly, it's also an effective act of prevention, helping to improve blood circulation and reduce fluid buildup. You can change your story starting right now. Don't let your legs become a burden, a car full of mechanical failures. Let them continue to be a trustworthy companion on every path you take. Take care of them, listen to them, and you'll find that they will reward you with a life that is lighter, freer, and more full of energy. A holistic approach to health. We've talked a lot about rosemary oil and its amazing benefits, but I want you to understand one crucial thing. A philosophy I always share with my patients: no single method can solve every problem. Rosemary oil is a powerful ally, a vital part of the solution, but it works best when combined with a few other simple habits. Think of it this way. Taking care of your health is like building a house. Rosemary oil might be the perfect coat of paint, but it can't stand on its own. The house needs a solid foundation and sturdy walls. And the first most solid foundation is your diet. You know our bodies are built from what we eat. Every cell, every blood vessel is nourished by the food we consume. When it comes to the health of your legs, one of the silent culprits behind swelling and heaviness is salt. Excess salt causes your body to retain water, a biological mechanism to balance its concentration. And due to gravity, most of that water pools in our feet and ankles, creating that swollen, tight, and uncomfortable feeling. I'm not asking you to go completely salt-free, that's impossible and unnecessary, but try to cut back a little, especially in the evening. You'll be surprised at how much lighter your legs feel the next morning. Besides cutting back, we also need to add more. Try incorporating foods rich in antioxidants and flavonoids into your daily meals. These substances help strengthen blood vessel walls, making them more elastic and healthy. Think of berries like strawberries and blueberries. They're not just delicious, they're superheroes that protect your blood vessels. Garlic and turmeric are also excellent spices that help improve blood circulation. One of my patients, a retired chef, created a sauce recipe with a lot of garlic and turmeric. He said it was the medicine he looked forward to every day. We often look for expensive drugs, but sometimes the solution is right on our plate. Gentle movement, nature's medicine for your legs and mind. Besides diet, gentle exercise is also incredibly important. I know many of us might not have the strength for strenuous workouts anymore, but that's okay. What your legs need is gentle, consistent movement. It's like a reminder that your body is still active and full of energy. Movement helps blood get pumped throughout the body, preventing stagnation and helping the lymphatic system work more efficiently. You can start with the simplest exercises, ones you can do right in your kitchen or living room. There's no need to go to a gym or buy expensive equipment. When you're waiting for water to boil in the kitchen, try doing 10 calf raises. This exercise acts like a small pump, helping push blood from your calves back to your heart, working against the effects of gravity. When you're sitting watching TV, try rotating your ankles in circles both ways. This helps keep your joints flexible and stimulates circulation. One of the best exercises I recommend to my patients is walking just 10 to 15 minutes a day. No need to go fast, just be consistent. Walking gets all the muscles in your legs working, improving blood circulation naturally and gently. The morning sunlight and fresh air combined with a steady walk aren't just good for your legs, but are also a wonderful medicine for your mind. I once met a woman named Eleanor, 68 years old. She had knee pain and was very afraid to walk. After using rosemary oil and being encouraged by me to walk, she was very hesitant. She said, "Doctor, I'm afraid it will hurt." I told her, "You don't have to walk fast, just walk one lap around your yard. Just start. Gradually, she walked further, and after a few months, she was able to walk for 20 minutes a day. She shared that walking not only made her legs stronger, but also made her feel much more free and confident. Remember, rosemary oil diet and gentle exercise are not separate methods. They are a perfect trio, a comprehensive formula that works together to give you healthy legs and a better quality of life. We don't have to do big things, just small things, but with persistence and sincerity. A story of change, hope, and finding yourself again. Today I want to end our series of videos with a story. A story not just about legs, but about change, hope, and finding yourself again. In all the conversations I've had with you, perhaps, what makes me happiest and most passionate is hearing stories of change. These aren't just stories about legs hurting less. They're stories about rediscovering joy, freedom, and the energy to live. They're stories about people reconnecting with their own bodies after years of neglect. I'm thinking of one of my patients, George, who's 75. At first, he was incredibly skeptical, even a little pessimistic. He came to me looking exhausted, walking slowly, and said he had tried everything from medicine to expensive machines, but nothing gave him more than temporary relief. He told me, "Doctor, I think I just have to accept it. These legs aren't mine anymore." His voice was filled with a sense of helplessness and despair. He had given up hope. I didn't try to convince him with complex scientific facts. Instead, I just told him to try spending a few minutes each day massaging his legs with rosemary oil and walking a little. I said to him, "You have nothing to lose except a few minutes a day. Just treat it as a small experiment, a little adventure with yourself." He reluctantly agreed. A few weeks later, George came back. This time there was a smile on his face. He told me with excitement in his voice that not only had the aches in his legs significantly decreased, but his mindset had changed too. He started feeling more comfortable, more at ease, and most importantly, he had rediscovered his confidence. He said, "I can start walking around the park again without worrying about falling. I can play with my grandkids for longer without getting tired." He shared one line with me that I'll never forget, a line that has become a guiding principle for many of my patients. I thought I'd have to live with it forever, but now I feel more energized than ever. That statement truly touched my heart. It shows that the problem isn't just in our legs, it's also in our minds. When we start to believe we can do something to improve our health, we open a new door. It's the door to hope, to confidence, and to taking control of our lives. That belief is the most powerful medicine that no pharmaceutical can match. I hope that these stories and my honest advice will give you a new perspective. Your health isn't an old item to be thrown away. It's a precious gift that needs to be treasured and cared for every day. It's not a burden, it's a companion that needs to be listened to and loved. And remember this one thing: it's never too late to take care of yourself. No matter your age, your body still has the ability to heal and to respond to the love you give it. Life and vitality are in every cell, and if you just awaken them with genuine care, they will rise up strong. So are you ready to start the journey of loving and taking care of your legs, starting today? Hello, everyone. After everything we've talked about, I hope you found a little motivation and hope for your legs. I know that dealing with the changes in our bodies as we get older isn't easy, but I want to tell you one thing: never accept discomfort as a necessary part of life. Your legs have carried you through a lifetime. Now it's your turn to take care of them. Starting is simple. Find a bottle of rosemary oil. You might even have some in your kitchen. Tonight, take just 5 minutes to gently massage your legs. Listen to that warm feeling and feel the relaxation and peace. This is more than just a muscle massage. It's an act of self-love and a way to reconnect with your body. This isn't a magical fix. It's a healthy habit, a self-care ritual you can absolutely maintain. If this video resonated with you and you feel a sense of hope, I have a small request. Leave a comment below. Tell me how old you are and if you're ready to start this 7-day challenge. And don't forget to subscribe to the Senior Care Wellness channel so you won't miss our next videos. Together, we'll discover more simple, effective ways to live a healthy, joyful, and fulfilling life in your golden years. Remember, you deserve to feel healthy and full of energy every single day. I'll see you in the next video.